What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for Time by NF. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by NF that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Time on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 3rd fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing we would usually go over is the structure of a song, but for Time, we're actually just going to play the same chord progression and same strum pattern through the entire song. So we don't need to worry about the structure for this one. And the last thing you want to know before we dive into Time is the 4 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is A minor. The next one is G. The next one is D minor. And the last one is F. And I'll have a beginner way to play that F chord in the pinned comment below, as well as chord charts for all the other chords for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Time. Man, I am so stoked to be getting to some NF songs. I've gotten a ton of requests for NF songs, and Time is a really cool one to start with. It's beautiful and very, very beginner friendly. Hopefully it's my first of many NF songs. So, with all that in mind, let's take a look at this. So Time is one of those songs that actually has no guitar in the song at all, but it does have really beautiful and very beginner friendly piano. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to match up what's being played on piano and we're going to play it on guitar. So first thing, like I said, we have one chord progression, one strum pattern that repeats through the entire song. Our chord progression is going to be F, A minor, G, and D minor. And you might already be able to kind of hear it, but our strum pattern for this is actually just going to be a single down strum for each one of those chords, and that is going to play through the entire song. Just a single down strum for each one of those chords, and that's going to match up perfectly with what's being played on the piano. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, but a quick little walkthrough. We've got our chord progression. We're just have a single down strum for each chord. We're going to go F, down, A minor, down, G, down, D minor, down. And that is going to repeat through the entire song. Very, very beginner friendly. Like I said, the trickiest thing about that will be the F chord, but I will have a beginner way to play that in the pinned comment down below. And that's really it, guys. Like I said, that repeats through the whole song. Now, after I play through this a couple times without me talking and kind of show you guys what that'll actually look like, I am going to give you guys an optional strum pattern if you want to add a little bit to it. If you're doing it like a cover of this or something like that, you might want to add an extra layer. So I'll give a little bit more of a kind of detailed strum pattern. That's kind of an optional thing. It doesn't match up perfectly with the song, but it will fit very well. And so if you're trying to play along with the song, you'll want to stick with the single down strums. But if you're doing maybe like a cover or something like that, then you might want to add a couple of, maybe in like the quicker, more upbeat parts of the song, you might want to add this little bit more complex strum pattern. But that part will be totally optional, and I will do that after I show you guys a couple of times through this. So first, a couple of times through that chord progression with just that single down strum pattern that's going to repeat through the entire song and match up with the piano for Time will look about like this. And like I said, guys, that is literally just going to repeat through the entire song and will match up perfectly with what's being played on piano. Now, again, if you want to do a little bit more of maybe a cover of this, or if you want to do something that's a strum pattern that's a little bit more involved, you can take that same chord progression, the F, A minor, G, and D minor, and you can use this strum pattern, which will be a little bit more detailed. It'll still fit well with the song. It doesn't match up perfectly with the piano, but it just gives it a little bit more. It would be a good thing to use in a cover or something like that. So this strum pattern will go about like this with our F chord as an example here. We'll go down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, for each chord and then switch. So with our chord progression, a little walkthrough of that strum pattern looks something like this. We'll start with our F and we'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Just like that. And the place that I'm plugging that in whenever I'm jamming on this song is kind of at the bigger parts of the song, just a little bit more up-tempo parts, the parts where the drums really come in. So there's parts of this song that are very just super, super mellow, like the beginnings of the choruses, where it just is just the piano. And then there's parts of this song where the drums come in a little bit more heavily, and that's where I'm playing this, like towards the ends of the verses and towards the ends of the choruses, where it just builds up a little bit. And then all the other places where it's just piano, I'm just still playing that single down strum thing. So that's an optional part. That's not actually necessarily part of the song, but it's a cool thing to add if you're just doing like an acoustic cover of this song. So guys, a couple of times through that chord progression with this optional strum pattern, full speed will look about like this without me talking. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Time on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 700 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there cannot be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what songs I'm jamming on today or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram story at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, I am so stoked to be finally getting to some NF, and Time is a perfect song to start with. This is a great beginner guitar song because really, like I said, literally the entire song, if you want to match up with a piano, is just that one chord progression and that one single down strum pattern that repeats through the entire song. That's really all you need to know to play along with this song exactly how it is. But again, you can add that other strum pattern there, that kind of optional strum pattern, and it gives you a layer of complexity, and it can kind of match up with the percussion. So if you're just playing this on acoustic, you know, like I said, I kind of would recommend playing this part on kind of the bigger parts of the song where the drums come in a little heavier and things like that. And basically kind of towards the end of the verses and the end of the choruses, if I remember right, is where it gets a little bigger like that. And that just kind of adds a little bit to it, because if you're doing a cover of this, you don't necessarily want to just be doing single down strums for the entire song. You kind of probably want to switch it up a little bit, and that's a good way to do it. Really easy beginner-friendly strum pattern as well. That one's a really common one that we use a lot on this channel, so you might have seen that before. But anyways, guys, this is a beautiful song. I had a lot of fun learning it. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning it as well, and I'll see y'all very soon.